You've got big goals, but when it's time to start, your brain hits the brakes. That's not laziness, it's a built-in threat response. It flags effort as risky, so you default to safe activities like scrolling and getting ready. Waiting to feel motivated is the trap. You don't need perfect energy or perfect conditions to begin. In the next few minutes, I'll give you a simple system to start in 2 minutes, even on low-energy days. You'll learn the anti-motivation switch, the 2-minute activation, and one friction fix that makes starting automatic. If this helps, subscribe for practical strategies. Diagnose the stall. Why you don't start. Here's the thing. Inaction is often protection. Your brain thinks, if I don't start, I can't fail, I can't be judged, and I won't waste energy. So it pushes you to safer moves, checking email, organizing folders, doing research. That feels productive, but it delays the real start. The key is to spot your inaction triggers. Most ambitious people hit one of 4 threats: ambiguity, overwhelm, perfection, and identity pressure. Ambiguity sounds like, I don't know where to start. Overwhelm says, there's too much to do. Perfection whispers, if it isn't great, don't bother. Identity pressure is, if I mess this up, what does it say about me? Labeling the trigger lowers the threat. Say it out loud or write it, this is ambiguity, or I'm stuck in perfection mode. That simple label shifts your brain from avoidance to problem solving. It's not hand-wavy psychology. It's a fast way to move from emotion to action. The thing most people miss is this: motivation follows action. You don't need to feel like it to begin. You need to begin to feel like it. Think of it like starting an engine. Power comes after ignition, not before. The first turn of the key is small, but it wakes everything up. Now, where do people mess up? They write giant verbs like build, launch, or finish, and then wonder why they stall. Those are outcomes, not starts. They also work from long, mixed lists that don't tell them what to do first, or for how long. No clear time box means no safe exit, which raises threat. So here's your quick win. Rewrite your next task into the smallest visible action that creates progress in 2 to 5 minutes. Not write the report, but open the doc and write 3 bullet points. Not redesign website, but list 5 sections on paper. Your brain sees instant progress, and the engine warms up. The moment you can see something change, text on screen, a box checked, a sketch on a page, resistance drops. Name the trigger, then choose the smallest visible action. That's ignition. From awareness to action, spot the trigger, then choose the tiniest ignition that counts. The anti-motivation switch. Start with state, not willpower. Willpower is unreliable at the start. Your physical state sets the ceiling for your focus and drive. When your body is flat, your brain will sell you on later, so we flip your state first, then we work. Use the ST protocol. 5 fast switches that get you moving without needing to feel ready. S. Stimulus. Wake the system with light, temperature, and posture. Step into bright light or face a window. Change your temperature with a quick splash of cold water or a brisk walk, and stand tall or sit upright. You're sending a simple message. We're on now. 60 seconds is enough to raise alertness. TPIs. Time box. Commit to 10 minutes and give yourself permission to stop. The end permission reduces fear. Your brain can handle starting when it knows there's a safe exit. Set a visible timer. This is a sprint, not a sentence. A. Anchor. Pair the task with a fixed cue. Same desk spot, same playlist, same beverage. Consistent cues create a conditioned start response. When this song plays or that mug hits the desk, you start. Keep the cue stable so your brain links it with action. R. Reduce. Cut the scope by 80%. Make the first rep too small to fail. If your plan requires a perfect hour, you'll delay. If it takes 2 minutes to make progress, you'll start. Shrink the step until it feels almost silly. 3 bullet points, 1 slide, 5 lines. T. Target. Define done for now before you begin. 1-page outline, 5 bullet points, 2 emails sent. Clear boundaries protect your energy and keep your start lightweight. When you hit the target, you can stop or continue by choice, not pressure. How do you use it? Stack the switches in order. It should take under 2 minutes to set up. Light, posture, temperature, timer to 10, cue on, shrink the step, state the target. Then roll directly into the first tiny action. No extra thinking. Now here's where most people mess up. They change locations and cues every day, so the brain never learns a stable start ritual. They set vague targets like make progress, which never feels complete. And they turn a warm-up into a marathon, blowing past 10 minutes and burning out. Don't do that. Your quick win. Build a 60-second ritual you can perform anywhere. Light, timer, cue, 1 tiny step, 1 tiny target. Repeat it daily. Consistency conditions your nervous system. Over time, the ritual itself flips your on switch. No motivation required. This is how you start on low-energy days. This is how you beat the stall. Make starting automatic. Low-friction plans that pull you in. Friction kills starts. Clarity and immediacy create pull. So instead of planning the whole project, plan only the next visible tile. I call it the next tile method. You don't map the maze. You place 1 tile you can step on right now. That shrinks threat, and it gives your brain a clean, doable target. Here's the simple structure. Verb plus object plus constraint. Make it speakable in 1 breath. Draft intro paragraph in 10 minutes. Sketch 3 slide titles in 5. List 5 interview questions before 3 p.m. The verb tells you what to do. The object tells you what it's applied to, and the constraint forces a boundary so you can actually start. Now turn that into a daily start card. OneNote, digital or paper, with your top 3 tiles. Each tile gets a 10-minute entry action. If you begin the day with this, your first decision is done. If you hit a wall midday, it rescues your focus. And if you start late, you still have a clear on-ramp. Here's the game changer most people skip. End sessions with a cliffhanger note. Write the first ugly sentence for tomorrow, drop 3 bullet prompts, or paste the next link you'll open. You're leaving breadcrumbs for your future self. Ending on a cliffhanger lowers restart friction because you already know where to put your hands. Add guardrails so this stays light. Use the rule of 3 priorities so you don't dilute focus. Cap deep work blocks at 90 minutes so you don't burn the engine. And take 5-minute recoveries between blocks. Stand up, sip water, 1 slow breath. That quick reset preserves momentum without sliding into distraction. Common mistakes? Planning outcomes instead of steps. Finish chapter, which stalls you. Ending exactly at completion, which leaves you with a blank page tomorrow. And overfilling the card with 10 tiles you can't possibly touch. Don't do that. Keep it narrow, concrete, and slightly underscoped. Quick win. Before you stop today, set tomorrow's first tile and write the first clumsy line. When you sit down, you'll start in under 60 seconds. That's the pull you're after. From plan to execution, under resistance. Plans are ready. Resistance will spike, so build safety into motion. Beat mid-task. Resistance, micro-commitments and recovery loops. Resistance peaks in the first 5 minutes and at choice points, when you finish a sub-step and your brain looks for escape. Expect it. Plan for it. Use the 3x3 rule. 3 micro-commitments, 3 times. It turns a vague push into tiny, repeatable reps your brain can accept. Pick a unit that fits your work. 3 sentences, 3 lines of code, 3 slides, 3 outreach messages. Do 3, pause 1 breath, do 3 again, pause, then a final 3. That's 9 tiny wins stacked fast. It feels light, but it builds momentum. And once you're rolling, you can extend it, but only after you hit the first set. Pair it with a recovery loop. If you're fresh, use a 95-90 cadence, 90 minutes focused, 5 minutes up and away, then back in. If you're tired, drop to 25 and 5. During breaks, avoid screens. Stand, sip water, one slow exhale for 6 seconds. Keep your brain out of the dopamine swamp so the restart stays smooth. When the urge to quit hits mid-block, negotiate one more 3x. Just 3 more lines. Most people try to white-knuckle through fatigue, or they flip to another app for a second, which becomes 10 minutes. Don't switch contexts. Don't doom scroll during breaks. You're training a restart muscle. Quick win. Before each break, preload your next 3x target. Write it at the top of your dock. When you return, there's no decision tax, just action. Lock it in. You've started and kept moving. Now make the behavior stick daily. Make it stick. Scoreboards and identity cues. Visible wins compound, and identity drives consistency. So track 2 things, the start and one tiny output. The 2-score system makes this simple. Input score is a daily checkmark when you start your 10-minute window. Output score is one visible artifact, a screenshot, a paragraph, a shipped email, a line count. This separates effort from outcome while still rewarding progress you can see. Make the scoreboard effortless. 1 row per day, 2 boxes. If you start, check the first. If you created a visible artifact, check the second. Keep it where you work so your streak stays salient. The key is that starts count. That lowers pressure and increases reps, which produce more output over time. Layer in an identity cue. Before your ritual, say, "I'm a starter." Then run your 60-second start. Identity follows behavior, and behavior follows cues. You're not trying to be perfect. You're proving your story true one small start at a time. Common mistakes: only tracking outcomes, which hides the days you built capacity. Hiding incomplete work, which removes proof of progress. And changing cues weekly, which prevents conditioning. Keep the cues stable. Celebrate starts. Let the artifacts be ugly. Quick win. Post a weekly starter streak where you'll see it. Treat it like an appointment. Protect it. The key takeaway is you don't beat inaction with willpower. You beat it by lowering friction, switching your state, and moving one visible tile at a time. Try the STAR-T protocol today for just 10 minutes. Set one next tile and post your tile in the comments. Subscribe for more practical strategies and watch the follow-up on deep work blocks next.